too. Yeah, for sure.
Here we go. We live, baby.
We
What's going
back.
on, man? It's 11 degrees. Your boy Kevin and Jorrye. And let's talk about the college football hot seat tracker. Your favorite team coach, who getting the boot this year? Or who on the list to get the boot?
Before the season, if they win, if they don't make the playoffs, it depends on if they don't make the playoffs. If they just flat out just sorry. That's how I did mine. I just started all the coaches I know that they're gonna have playoff expectations and they're not gonna get there, or they're just gonna be like 4-8 or 3-9 or something. That's how I
Yep.
picked mine.
That's usually how it goes, man. Let's see. So I think it's unanimous. This man, number one on both our lists. He he playing on borrowed time, man. Once they said you got to redo your contract, and they said we can't fire you right now because of the money, you should be on LinkedIn talking about open to work. That's what you
Yeah.
should be doing, man. Because it's over with for Money Mike, man. Money Mike gone. Now Florida State cheap, and they got to figure out who they're gonna hire next. I don't know who next comes to Tallahassee.
This
But I
all
know
started because of Willie Taggart, man.
Willie sold them boys everything. He wasn't ready for that Florida State job, man. But he had to take it. Unfortunately, you got to take the big job when it comes.
Yeah, he
He
wasn't
just
ready at all. It
he
was a
was
bad look, and they had to pay him that crazy buyout, so they can't buy out Martin, but they can't buy out two coaches back to back like that.
brother. They can, and
They
they still
burned enough
paying.
money.
No, are they still? No, I think they finally got done paying Jimbo.
Yeah, and Jimbo, bruh, oh my gosh, they paying three
No, no,
coaches.
no, 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 no. I think A&M paid for Jimbo buyout.
Yeah, matter of fact, A&M had the crazy buyout
They
with
like
Jimbo for sure.
we're gonna buy you out of Florida State for you to come in A&M, and they hired Willie. Willie didn't do nothing in his years there. Mike Norvell first couple years was boo. Then he had 2 good years. He peaked, and then he back to being boo boo again. Man, I don't know, and I
That
don't care.
playoff,
I hope Florida State trash forever. You know, as a Miami fan, we don't really care for
ah,
FSU.
oh
They
yeah,
they look they could be 4-8 forever, and that's what it is. We'll take
they go.
we'll
It's good. What you think? I think they might be at a crossroads. Florida State.
see the thing about Florida State is they got a financial issue because apparently they spent so much money on building up the new stadium and then the new athletic complex they got for the football team. And then they see that $60 million buyout on the horizon. They in debt. They need help. That's what they
Yeah, like,
need. Bro.
bro, they in bad shape. And then Mike Norvell, then they lost that playoff. I feel like that year when they lost the playoff, when they quarterback broke his leg. What
Ooh,
was that? 2-3 years ago now.
2023, man.
Yeah. Ever since then Georgia smacked them in that bowl game.
Bruh, to be fair, they should have made the playoff. I don't know
Yeah.
how they let that rock and put was it Alabama who snuck in there? Was that who? Yeah, they let Alabama get that 4th seed over them. I like why Florida State defense is cooking. Just try them out, see what happens.
For real, that defense was bro. I was watching the SEC championship game when they had their third string quarterback in, and Louisville still they couldn't move the ball on them, and they still lost with the third string quarterback out there. I feel like they should have got a chance, even though they probably would have,
Oh
lost.
yeah, they had no back. They ain't had a quarterback since Jordan Travis left.
Yeah, I mean that was the best quarterback they had since Jameis too. They didn't really have a quarterback.
Ooh, that's
For,
that's that's nasty.
that's a
They
long
had
time.
they haven't had a quality quarterback in about 8 to 10 years.
They thought
More
Francois was
than
gonna be the quarterback. Then
oh, he was so
they snuck a
small though.
report.
DeAndre Francois, he about 150 out there playing quarterback, man.
He had that one good year. That first year he was out there.
Yeah,
They haven't had a quarterback really since then though.
Jimbo tried it, but he's like, I don't know, this is gonna work. Let me go to A&M. They got real money. They good
Florida
oil
State in
money out
trouble.
there. Yeah, and they got a tough schedule. I think they got the hardest schedule in the ACC, so it's only a matter of time. Only
Shout
matter
out
of
to my little cousin though. He played for Florida State. I thought he would have transferred, but he stayed. His
what his
name
name?
that's Sammy Singleton.
I don't think
He,
I know. Let
he
me see.
he was a kick returner like 2 years ago. He was All American. He ran back like two kicks, I think.
How is he like got a different number like for his position?
I think he might be number 29.
29, Sammy running back. Oh, okay, he a running back. For
Yeah.
some reason, I thought he was a receiver.
Oh no, yeah, he a running back. He He from South Carolina. My family from out there. He played for Florida State. They be update. They be talking about him all the time. I thought he was gonna leave. Florida State got like 3 running backs. Getting ready to
Oh,
play.
that's another thing about Florida State. They lost Gus Malzahn in the offseason. He just chose to retire.
That
And
boy tired of coaching.
they had the best offense under him, and now he gone.
That's a good offense for what they were trying to run too. They're gonna have a lot of running backs and probably run. And they had the little small quarterback last year.
Yeah, Tommy
That's
Castellanos. He trying to come back.
oh he is. So are they? You think they gonna let him?
So it's a lot of fifth year or people trying to whatever the thing is trying to
Yeah,
come back, and I'm like, where y'all gonna go? Because it's camp. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like
yeah.
unless you was already on the school in the school system or whatever. I don't know.
I was thinking
I don't
about
know
that
how
too.
the
Like
system
they
works.
all trying to transfer now in the summertime. Like right. I mean in the this is almost the fall time now.
It's because that judge made that silly decision. To be fair, they should have let them get that fifth year from April, so they could already been ahead of this. But they doing it
Yeah,
way too late. That's what
yeah, they way
NCAA
behind
cooked.
now.
That's what NCAA cooked.
They ain't good
But
for
let's look at
nothing.
so we got two different number twos. Nothing. We got two different number twos, man. You think Aranda is on the chopping block next? I do too, but not as high.
Yeah,
And I got Beams. I'm gonna talk about Shane Beamer, man. He might as well put that house for sale. He need to give him a good real estate agent and see if James Franklin got room for him on staff
yeah.
as an offensive quality control assistant or something.
What is his specialty?
I
What
think
I
he was an
know.
OC at Oklahoma before he moved to Carolina.
Oh, Beamer. I didn't know he was at Oklahoma. Hey.
Yeah, I think he was an OC, and then that's why old boy came with him. What's the guy the quarterback that used to be at Oklahoma? Then transferred to South Carolina. He was on that QB1 show. He real famous. He just wasn't
Oh
good. He
yeah,
almost
you're right. My boy that played for the Saints,
yeah. What's his
Spencer
name is?
Rattler.
Yeah, that's why Spencer Rattler followed him to South
Yeah.
Carolina that one year.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That makes
I think
sense.
yeah, I think Shane Bean was like a co-OC or something.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Nah, again, that do make sense. I definitely think he get fired too though.
Yeah.
South Carolina
Snip,
they had
snip.
some like we didn't talk about it. South Carolina they had some creative players on their team and they have that year, what was it, 2 years ago now. That was the closest they came to making the playoffs, and they started off the year so bad that they took themselves out the playoffs. And they ain't even
2024.
yeah,
The,
they came close since then.
the 2024 year was the best year he had there. I think it went 9-3, and they was this close to making the playoff. I
That team
think
should have.
it was ranked like 14 or something.
Yeah, they would have last spot out of the playoffs. They should have, bro. They should have won at least 11 games that year with all the
Yeah,
players they had, bro. They had like
Shane. Okay,
five.
the LSU game was not his fault. They still should have won it, but the rest blew that game. I remember that one for sure.
Didn't
South
didn't
Carolina
I think
MCC.
Sellers got hurt that game? Didn't he?
He might have.
I feel like somebody one of the quarterbacks got hurt that game, either LSU or South
Nuss,
Carolina.
Nussmeyer could have got hurt. It's possible.
I know that affected the game. One of them quarterbacks getting hurt affected the whole game though. I remember that.
Yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, Beamer been there too long, been recruiting well enough to make a push. And then, everybody got this Kurt Signetti thing hanging over their head because, like, if he could do it, why can't you? And
Yeah,
that's what it's putting a lot of coaches under pressure. Because at first
yeah.
you're like, no, you got to build a team and take 3-4 years to get your team right. You got the transfer portal let you get a whole new team in one offseason, so that don't matter no more. So
Especially if you got money. Indiana got bread. I don't know how much bread South Carolina got.
I think South Carolina got money too. I don't know where it come from, but I think they got money.
They should have a decent amount for sure in the SEC.
I mean, they got the best women's basketball program. You know what I'm saying? Or second best. They top 3 at the worst.
And they're a big school.
Yeah,
I done been around there. That's a big campus.
when you the state university, you got money.
Yeah, true. I think
And
they should have been way better by now. Like looking at the players that they had over these years, I
you,
feel like this
you know what
they
what their problem is?
was that.
They in the wrong conference.
You think they should be in the ACC?
Yeah, I think they should be in the ACC. They should
They
definitely be in the ACC.
they have never come close to winning the SEC though.
The one time they went to the championship game, Cam Newton spanked them boys.
Yeah, that's the only time I can think of. Probably like 15 years ago now.
And that was Steve Spurrier, who was a supreme recruiter and ball coach, play
He
caller.
and he a good coach for big games. Shane Beamer, he do okay against Clemson sometimes.
Shane Beamer should have been fired after they was up 30-0 on Texas A&M this year and
I th-
lost.
I think they've been real patient with him, honestly.
I think because he's such a good person, they didn't fire him last year. They gave him one more chance. And they're like, well, Lenore's is hurt, injuries. Let's try one more time. But this is it. I think it just sometimes nice people just get an extra year. Because if he was like Petrino with an attitude like Petrino, oh, he'd be gone. He'd be
Yeah,
out.
he definitely is a super likable coach. I feel like this year they might have a chance. They should have had chances before, but I feel like they got a chance to threaten in the SEC East. But we got to see. I got to see though.
All
I
right.
got to see it
And
happen.
how about my boy Dave Aranda, Baylor? Baylor
Yeah.
head coach.
It's been tough sledding. They won that Big 12 championship, and like I think that was his first year or second year.
Or it
He
was early.
followed up.
No.
Yeah, it was. He followed up after Matt Rule. I remember
Yep.
they had that team. He had that Baylor team when they had Jalen Petrie and Bernard that played for the Bills, the linebacker for the Bills. That defense was raw too. But he had had a. And my thing is, he hadn't had a good defense since then.
It's so funny when defensive coaches get hired and then they never be having good units.
That's what I'm saying. Like he had to hire this year. They hired a defensive coordinator. He not calling the defensive plays anymore. He got a defensive coordinator now.
I think it's hard to do head coach and coordinate.
Especially when
I
you're a
mean,
first time head coach.
yeah, I mean, some coaches could do it, but I think it's best if you give somebody the job and you just
But
try
they
to
got these.
handle everything else.
Yeah, right. Like he need to worry about the whole team really at this point because it hadn't worked on defense at all since that Big 12 championship year. And they got a whole new team. They
And
probably
that
had two or three
and
new
that was
teams in there.
that was the real Big 12 back then. That was the real. It ain't the fake Big 12 now. That was the real Big 12. They won.
Yeah, with Texas, Oklahoma, and all them. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I think that DJ Lagway, I don't think that's going. I'm not. If I'm playing against Baylor, I'm not worried about DJ Lagway like that. Really, I think it's
yeah.
gonna make a difference. But
I think he might be better just because sometimes a new situation. But if DJ Lagways is to keep me from being fired, I might as well start looking for some storage units.
right, I don't think he's saving nobody's job at all.
And
From what I seen last
he's
year.
supposed to say Billy job.
Yeah,
Billy
exactly.
gone. Billy gone.
I don't see DJ Lagway really changing it and keeping him from getting fired at all, honestly. And I still don't trust their defense either. People be running wind sprints on Baylor. It's always been
Boy,
like that too.
Baylor will give it up the greasiest way. Like, I
I
think
done seen,
when they play Auburn, I don't think Auburn completed a pass down the field and they beat them.
yeah, they gave up like what's the name? That sorry quarterback that say UNLV,
Yeah,
Arnold.
Jackson Arnold. I think they ran for like 280 on them boys.
Man, he was running all up and down the field on Baylor. I was like, what? I was like, he can run like that. I didn't even know he could run like that.
Yeah, nasty
So I don't
work.
trust Baylor. I don't really see them really being that much better. They lost some good people from their team on offense last year too. They lost their quarterback.
They
Uh,
tight
Wa-
end.
they lost that tight end. He didn't even. I don't think he got drafted, which was crazy to me.
He didn't get drafted.
I don't think so.
Nah, Baylor tight end got drafted. Let me find out where he got. He went.
I
What's his
can't
name
remember.
again?
It was Trigg. His last name was Trigg. Matter of fact,
Trigg. Yeah, Trigg.
somebody had to pick him. Where he was making some crazy catches. He was looking like a baby Kyle Pitts.
The Cowboys have him. I don't know if he was drafted though.
I, he must have. I feel
Yeah,
like
he,
he ran
he didn't
a.
get drafted, bro. He didn't get drafted. You're right.
I feel like he ran a slow 40 because if he would have got drafted, I would have known. I feel like somebody would have posted his highlight tape or something.
Yeah, he didn't get drafted. He's undrafted. Now he on the Cowboys team, trying to make the Cowboys team.
He might make it too. The Cowboys could use a tight end low key on the backup Ferguson.
Yeah, if he could just become a mismatch, then
Yeah,
yeah.
all
But I
they need
don't
him to do
know.
is catch the ball. He can catch the ball.
That's for sure. But has he ate himself out of a tight end? Like, because he's not really a blocking tight end. He's a receiving tight end.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
gonna see.
yeah,
Dave
that's
Aranda
crazy. I
is
didn't.
gonna hold
Yeah,
his career to DJ Lagway. Oh
I don't
boy.
see it. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't think it's gonna work. So I think he about to get fired for sure after this year.
And I wonder who's gonna take that Baylor job because they not trying to dip into that Art Browse tree. They trying to separate themselves from that.
Yeah. The Baylor, if you Baylor, if I'm them, I'm looking for an offensive minded coach though.
There's one coach that you need to look at, and that's Texas State, GJ Kinney.
Take your state.
Yeah, I'll hire him for sure.
That's right in state. They probably gonna be looking at one of them coaches in the state high school, one of the high school coaches is fired, or one of them smaller college teams. North Texas, they always got a good little football team too. But I feel like Oklahoma State just got their staff and a bunch of their players. So I don't know how
Yeah.
that's gonna work. I'm trying to think of what other team. UTEP, one of them. It's gonna be a school like that. I think might get somebody,
Nah,
but
man. Oh, somebody with some roots to like the region or something.
yeah, they can get one
Like
of them coaches in Texas.
maybe Miami OC, Shannon Dawson. He from Louisiana, but he was coaching at Houston. So I can see him make maybe if he have a good year again with Darian Mensah,
Yeah,
he'll probably take a head coach job this offseason.
yeah. If I'm them, I'm definitely trying to switch it up to have a high flying offense again because that's when they really they best. I
But
feel like
they offense not bad though.
they never their offenses are never really bad.
Unfortunately, they just can't stop nobody, and they got a coach who's supposed to be known for doing that.
Yeah, exactly. He another lame duck coach too. I'm surprised they didn't fire him this past year. I thought they were gonna fire him after the
I
season.
think because they went bowling and they gave him one more year.
The year
And
before they were looking like they were dead too after Shador and
yeah,
all them made that win.
and then oh boy, that deep bomb them. Oh, that was nasty.
Yeah, I honestly thought they were gonna fire him after that game too.
You can't let that happen, bro. There's something you can't let happen, man.
He'd have had like 3 moments where I felt like they should have fired him, but they didn't.
Yeah, let's see. Number 3, I got Billy. I mean, I feel like if your athletic, not your AD, your GM out here getting HR complaints and on suspension,
I did see
and
that.
that's your man's. They just trying to let you know, hey, brother, this it. We made a mistake. We should have kept Matt Brown. You have been that TCU game pretty much summed up the season. I know they got
But
better down the stretch, but that TCU game showed me that this is not what he thought it was.
bro, that was the funniest thing. Cause the thing about that TCU game was, bro, they marched down the field that first drive,
I
and
thought,
after that,
okay,
they didn't do nothing.
I was like, okay, Bill, you okay? You might got some. Wrong.
The boys they do nothing after the first drive. I was like, Lord, I didn't watch it. I didn't see another UNC game the rest of the season, but I saw their record, and
And
I was like, yeah,
the funny thing is they was like they was in a portal fighting with the G5. My bad,
yeah.
the G6 for players. I said North Carolina should not be fighting the G6 for no damn player.
Nah, that's like the old North Carolina back when they was like in the early 2000s before Matt Brown even came back.
Oh my gosh.
So
And then
I wouldn't be surprised either. It's quick to give up on a coach like that in year 2, but he is getting old, bro. This is a whole
he,
different kind of
this is not for him. This is not for
yeah.
he should have just went straight to TV or something, or do like what John Gruden does.
The thing was, you remember he was on TV for that. He was on TV for like a quick minute,
Yeah, okay, he might not be good on TV. I don't know.
but I don't.
Maybe
I can't really remember how he did, but I know he was on there for a minute. Then next thing you know, he took that job.
I think he should just enjoy retirement and his 25-year-old girlfriend now.
Is she 25? Oh, dang,
I
time
think
flying.
I think she's 25. If she's not 25, she's 26. But she's younger than the woman I talk to. That's what I tell you.
Yeah,
And
she okay. She get old. I ain't know that. Okay,
I'm
okay.
half a Belichick. I'm less than half a Belichick age. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Belichick got to be what about? He got to be about 80 now. Damn near.
Nah, he probably 75. Let me see. Let's see
Belichick,
how old Bill Belichick is.
man, they won that first Super Bowl with the Patriots 25 years ago. He looked old then.
I spelled his name all type of wrong. It's an I right here. He's 74. Yeah, he's 74.
Oh, dang, he younger than I thought then.
Yeah, I'm still younger than half his age.
Yeah, I definitely am too, bro.
He's
That nigga was
sick.
already in his 40s when I was born down there. Well, yeah, he was. Shit, he was.
He probably was the Browns coach or the Jets coach. I can't remember which one he was coaching first.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. He was with the Browns. I don't really remember that though. I remember with the Patriots.
And talk about our coach Mike Loxley, another one who is on his last legs.
Yeah, he'd have had some good recruits. He'd have had like the number one recruit in the Big Ten or something like that. I feel like the last 2 years. Or
The edge or the tackle, right? Or both of
yeah,
them.
they had somebody on one of them lines that was a real good recruit, maybe the number one recruit in the country almost. Then the year before that, they had that quarterback that's there now, who was a good recruit. And I think
Oh
that,
yeah, Malik could play for real.
and he got him to stay, so they got to win,
Yeah,
bro. Because if they don't do good this year, that quarterback is transferring to a bigger school, and he probably gonna have a lot of attention on him too. Because he
let's
did
see.
good last year.
If he takes a step up, and they let's say they go 6-6 and they don't go 6-6 will still be a bad year. Mike Lossy will get five probably.
I think 6 get him fired.
Yeah, Mike Losley recruits pretty well, or good enough at least. I won't say the best, but he recruits good enough to keep
Yeah,
Maryland at least competitive. I wonder where Malik goes in that portal. I know he's from the area. Maybe he'll stay, depending on who the coach is that come in. You know, you know who need
I'm
to come
sorry.
in there? My boy
From
Brandon Mary.
Maryland,
My boy Brandon Mary need to come in and be that coach.
from where?
He used to be UNLV OC. Now he prime OC.
Oh, okay. I've been hearing about. They were talking about UNLV offense coordinator a couple years ago. They would say he was a good offense coordinator for sure.
Yeah, he came with the go-go offense. And it don't make no sense, but to go back home with it. Go back
Yeah.
home with the go-go offense, man.
So he from out there. I didn't know he was from that
Uh,
area though.
he not, but that's where he got. That's where he started that offense. So that's why he called it. It was for the area. I think he was like Howard OC years ago.
Oh, okay. Hey, that
Yeah.
makes sense. Then that would be a good hire because I don't think Mike Lysley
But
is going to come back next year.
but the only thing is he got no. Well, he got head coach experience. It ain't great. It's just 1 year at Sacramento State. So I don't know.
So yeah, he probably gonna need some more experience later, but they gonna have to
Yeah,
shake it up because I don't know about Mike Lysley coming back at all. Honestly,
yeah. And I remember I think they gave him some more money too. And obviously, like we haven't gave him enough resources or blase. Like when your athletic department has to say these things, everybody need to get fired? What you mean you ain't got no resources?
you saying that
We
out loud.
play big boy college football. What you mean we ain't been giving them enough resources?
They in the
This is
Big Ten. They ain't even in the ACC no more.
another team who need to go back. Maryland needs to go back to the ACC. They not the Big Ten is not for them. And
I agree.
Maryland and the ACC just makes sense. Basketball conference, basketball school. They
I think it's.
sometimes they're good in football.
I think they should have definitely stayed. Even not the Big East is the Big East isn't the thing anymore. Is it for football?
Nah, they dismantled and became separated in 2013, I believe.
Yeah, the girls said they would have been even the Big East would have been decent for
Yeah,
them, but ACC
yeah.
definitely though.
But you just in the Big Ten just because they paid you to be there
Mir-
for your market. They were just getting used and abused, and that's all.
They not that great in any sport like that. They more of a basketball school for sure, and they definitely are more of a better basketball program. But even in football, like they're not gonna win the Big Ten. They
Never.
ain't no threat to win. They're not no threat to win no Big
Well,
Ten
I
ever.
I, I can't say never because the Signetti thing done made everything just null and void. So you
Yeah,
take
no.
away the super outlier of Kurt Signetti, they never gonna win the Big Ten.
I don't see it happening. But they do got talent in that area, of course, in DMV. But
Yeah,
I still don't think that they will ever be a threat to win the Big Ten, really.
nah,
So I think that he gonna get fired this year. Honestly,
yeah. So number 4 on my list is Luke Fickle, and I think it's over. He will have to win 8 games, I think, minimum, to keep his job.
man. And the thing with Luke Fickle is, but he drove Wisconsin. Wisconsin used to always be one of them teams that you can rely on to win like 9 games pretty much every year.
But you know what happened? They got rid of divisions when they expanded the conference. Because Wisconsin used to dominate the Big Ten West.
Yeah, yeah,
They got
for
rid of
sure.
divisions, and then boom. Nope.
Who was their coach? Was that before him? Was it?
Uh,
They didn't have that one. Barry Alvarez, the
nah,
last
nah,
coach.
nah. It's
He
not
been
no.
gone.
It's not Narduzzi. It's the other dude. He used to be the lineman, like a lineman coach for them. It's a big white dude. What's
Oh yeah, probably the one in Illinois. My
no,
boy.
not Billama. He's at the Billama.
Oh
Let me see who because he was an O-line coach and he kept Wisconsin tradition, running the ball. But they thought they had a big they thought they landed a well and he ain't been nothing yet.
man, that Luke Fickle hire was they Cincinnati showed them a lemon. They had that run. Cincinnati had their run though, and everybody thought that it was a good hire at the time. I honestly did too
Oh,
though.
Paul Chris, that's his name. Paul Chris.
Yeah, he was terrible too though.
Yeah, he just couldn't win.
He was terrible too. I remember Wisconsin used to always have a fire running back, even if they weren't fine in the NFL. They used to be fine in college.
Man, Brett Billama, man, he had him. He had them boys rolling.
For real,
They they
they used to stay running. They used to stay having like 2,000 yard running backs.
Boy, they used to have a slew. Monty Ball, Melvin Gordon, Ron Dane. They like Jonathan Taylor. I know he kind of recent, but Wisconsin is known for
Jonathan Taylor, the last real fire running back they had.
like what happened? Even
They
your
fell
boy
off.
Braylon Allen was straight.
Braylon Allen.
What's the small one they had? He was like a little back. Was it James White?
Yeah, James White from Wisconsin for sure. Yep.
Yeah. Is he from Wisconsin? Is that something? Yeah. Man, I shouldn't be
Yeah,
confusing with nobody else. Okay.
he is. James White from Wisconsin for sure.
Yeah,
I
man, you
forgot
can
about him,
always count.
honestly.
You can always count on the back. And then the original one, remember who used to play for the Vikings? The little running back they had, it was
Ben,
Dante Culpepper and Randy Moss.
Bennett, he used to be fast on Madden, boy.
Well,
I
I
know you're
think
talking about.
was it Michael Bennett, something like that?
I want to say it was Michael. Because, I feel like it was Michael Bennett.
Well, I used to run the Vikings all the time, boy. I like, yo, Bennett getting off.
Bennett used to be fast on that game, boy. He used to be a cheat code. I
For
remember Bennett,
sure.
boy. When they
Man,
had Culpepper and Moss. Yeah, I remember.
get your roll on, boy. Get your roll on.
I forgot about you.
Oh,
Wisconsin gonna be I don't think Wisconsin is gonna be back this year at all. I haven't heard anything about them having anybody that would make me think that they're gonna be
yeah,
good
and they've
again.
been they've been getting lucky because every transfer quarterback they get hurt. So it's like, man, maybe
They
y'all should
played
think about getting a real quarterback outside the portal, like get one in high school. And
they wanted the program. Wisconsin and Iowa always they never have a good quarterback.
never,
they want they,
I think
they,
the last good Iowa quarterback was Drew Tate. I remember
yeah.
Drew Tate.
Drew Tate was the last time I can remember Iowa having a five quarterback because they had that black quarterback in the early 2000s. He was nice. And then they had then Drew Tate. They haven't had a good quarterback since then.
I
Drew
think,
Tate was like 20 years ago now.
yeah, like 04, 05 range.
Yeah, I remember him. He used to have a little duck looking face mask. And I remember. I know you're talking about.
And then Wisconsin, they last quarterback was Russell Wilson, and Russell Wilson just retired from the league, bro.
Yeah,
he,
Russell.
he just
He's the
retired,
only good quarterback that they had.
and he just
I,
retired for the NFL, man.
I can't think
That's
of
it.
any other Wisconsin quarterback that was good besides. And they only had him for 1 year.
Cooked. He
Like,
cooked.
bruh, that shit was lucky too.
Now, tell me why you got Hollywood on so high on your list. You think
Because
them people impatient? They think they impatient out there?
they should be honestly. I would say that they did get better on defense last year, but they still weren't. They weren't what they pay in Lincoln Riley. They paying him a lot. They need to be in the playoffs, especially with the kind of talent and the kind of recruiting they do. They always in the top 5 to 10 in recruiting classes every year. I feel like they were number one at one point for this year. So they always got talent.
Yeah, they had the number one recruiting class this year for high
Yeah,
school.
they always got talent. And last year they had two real good receivers and a good quarterback, and they still didn't even win 10 games. So I feel like if they couldn't do it last year, I don't think they're gonna do it this year, and I don't think they're gonna want to keep paying him.
You know what Lincoln Riley missed? He missed the Pac-12.
Yeah,
He missed
that's
the
what he thought.
Pac-12.
That's what he signed up for real.
He said, I don't want to go to the SEC and be LSU coach. I think I can have a cake if I go to USC with my offense, and I could win the Pac-12 maybe every other year, if not every year. Because there's
Yeah,
only just be him, Oregon, Washington, and Utah, really.
yeah, they broke all that up. Utah ain't even in the Big Ten now. So they done broke it all the way up. He definitely signed up thinking that he was gonna be in like one of them leagues where he could run and gun and he'll be all right.
But
The
then,
Big Ten, the gauntlet, boy.
well, a year later, they're like, yeah, we're going to the Big Ten. He's like, come on, bro. What are we doing? What are we doing?
I think he's leaving. I wonder if he gonna be. up for one of these other. He gonna probably want a big name job though. I
I
could even
think
see him going to the NFL, being a coordinator.
if they fire him, I don't think he's doing college no more. I'll tell you that. I think he's tired of college.
I don't think that's what I'm saying. I think he gonna go to the NFL. Honestly, that would be his next stop. And I don't even know if he gonna want to be a head coach. I feel like he
Yeah.
wanted. He was ahead of his time, and he was like he had it rolling at Oklahoma and a little bit with USC too. But
So,
with coordinators, bro, they time flip. They
so
only have a little bit of time.
you know who might be looking toward Lincoln Riley. Think what
Who?
NFL team? Which NFL team you think will make that call for Lincoln Riley? Let's say Lincoln Riley go 9-3 and they miss the playoffs this year. What NFL team you think gonna call him? Take one wild guess.
The only team I can really think of is the Cowboys.
Come on now, you know what I'm saying?
They, they it's,
Jerry
yeah.
gonna call him. Jerry gonna
I
call
feel like
him.
it's gonna be one of them teams that's gonna make that's willing to make like a splashy move, like the Cowboys or like the Rams or something like that.
Yeah. The Rams, if Sean McVay feel like quitting and retiring.
I can imagine Lincoln Riley and Sean McVay. They too much. I feel like they would clash, but I can see it happening something like that too, though.
Yeah, but he got this the best team he's had. He has he has a tough schedule, but his team should be able to win these games now.
Man, they be losing anytime USC play against a good team. They lose.
Bruh, the Notre Dame game 2 years ago when they had it closing in the fourth quarter, just all fell apart. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, what you doing?
They always do that. Them Lincoln Riley teams be falling apart in the fourth quarter. Them defenses, they be looking like they don't be wanting to tackle at the end of the game.
But guess who they hired to be their DC?
Who they DC now?
Because Deontay Lynn went back to Penn State.
Yeah,
So guess who the DC is? A legend, a
they got one of the
legendary
old.
coach.
They got an
He o-
old
he older. I don't know how old he is, but he older for sure. He is.
NFL coach.
No, college only. I don't think he ever tapped in the league. He used to be a coach. He used to be a head coach at a big school.
Matter of fact, is it Gary Patterson?
Yes, sir. Gary
Okay, it is
Patterson is
Gary
their
Patterson.
DC. Yeah, he they DC.
I think I did. Yeah, I did hear about that too.
I wonder how they're gonna look with Gary Patterson running that because he's the originator of that 4-2-5 defense.
Yeah, TCU used to be hell with that. They used to always have somebody that could like pass rush out of there too.
Oh yeah, they used to breed them edge rushers, boy, for sure.
Jerry Hughes. I
TCU,
remember Jerry
TCU
Hughes was a
boy,
beast.
TCU used to have that thing rolling.
Man, what that when Gary Patterson was the coach, they definitely used to be pretty fine.
Even when he went to the Big 12, he figured it out. It took him a little bit, but once he got it going, he have a team to compete for the championship every year.
That team that went to the national championship was mostly his recruits.
Yeah, St. Dice just had a good old.
That was his first year.
hand.
Yeah,
they gave him a good hand.
it was his first year. He got blessed with some real good athletes. That TCU team had some speed on it.
And I think things just worked out for him that year. Like he brought in his offense and they just elevated. Quentin Johnson caught the ball all year.
Yeah, Quentin Johnson was like a factor for sure that year.
So let's look at Cinco. We got the same coach, number 5. My man, well, my friend Bill. My friend Bill. Bob, I think he done, man. It's unfortunate because that Boston College job is tough. I don't know who could win there. Jeff Hafley would just happen to be decent, and he had to get out of there. He said, "I got to go to the league. I can't do this."
Yeah,
I don't know what Boston is. It the money? I know they ain't got too many players in the New England area to choose from, but Boston College used to be competitive, man. The Matt Ryan year, the what's the other line? Mark Herzlich, Luke Kuechly. You know what I'm saying? They put Zay Flowers. They have players come there.
Andre Wood. People don't remember Andre Williams from the Giants used to play there too.
See, like
he was a beast in college too.
There's players that go there.
They usually have them in Pittsburgh. Always have like 1 or 2 like real 5 players on their team.
Nah, Pittsburgh breed Hall of Famers, dog.
They be having every year they have somebody super fine on their team.
Look, bro, just Pittsburgh. I'm gonna just tell you like 6 players in the last 20 years they done had. Larry, Hall of Fame. Aaron Donald, Hall of Fame. Revis, Hall of Fame. Shady McCoy might be Hall of Fame. I'm not sure how they're gonna vote.
He should be. I feel like eventually he should be.
And I think there's one more Hall of Fame they had in like the last 20 years. But that's 4. That's a lot for one school.
I'm trying to think. They definitely had somebody else that was far from out there. I can't remember who it is now though.
Revis, Larry, and Donald, Shady McCoy.
I like that linebacker they had last year.
Oh,
Lewis, he was nice too.
Pitt,
He might be good in the league
look,
one day too.
Narduzzi for what they say about doing the most of what you got or bang for your buck. He do it at Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Now they got a quarterback. If he can keep him for 3 more years, you know what I'm saying? They might be able to make another run.
Who that quarterback now?
It's like Mason Heischel. He was a true freshman last
Okay.
year.
Okay, I know you're talking about. I do remember that name.
Yeah, but Boston College need help, boy. I don't even know. They might not win more than 2 games.
They in bad shape for real, and I think that Bill O'Brien, like I was just saying with Lincoln Riley, sometimes coaches have their time. Bill O'Reilly really
Hold on. Did Boston College beat Georgia Tech last year? Am I remembering that right?
did they?
I
I,
think that was a very tough game. I don't know if Boston College ended up winning that game though.
I'm trying to remember too because Georgia Tech did fold at the end. They probably did lose like a team like that.
Boston College, Georgia Tech. I think they did beat them boys.
Mhm.
And last year. Oh, no. Georgia Tech won barely. Okay. It took them all the way. They won 36-34.
Yeah,
That's embarrassing. Britt
36,
Key,
34.
Britt Key, that's why get your stuff together, Britt Key. I like you. I want you to be successful. Come on, man.
Yeah.
But Bill O'Brien, yeah, they gonna need a inflection of money, and they need to start recruiting. They need to hit that portal,
It's
and
gonna be tough. They got to be one of them schools that get players from the portal. I would be recruiting any 5 players that go to like an Ivy League school.
you know what? They should get them Ivy League superstars, or they should be looking at older players like Indiana did. Anyone who like a 3-year starter in the FCS level, just even put depth chart. They don't got to start. Just put them on the team.
Yeah,
You need players like that.
yeah, definitely. I feel like it is hard to recruit. I've never heard of Boston College having little 5 recruits like that. So they got to
Yeah,
build it up another way. This is what the NIL and the portal for. I feel like they got some. They probably got some people that got some money out at Boston College.
yeah, it's a top 100 school. I'm sure they got
Yeah,
some money.
yeah. That seems like one of the schools where they don't play by the actual school. They
Look,
probably care more about school than football.
yeah, they be one of the schools that they play by the rules. Like they ain't never cheated.
Mhm. Exactly. And I think Bill O'Reilly just past his prime. He was past his prime with Alabama to me too, though, as offense coordinator.
So right now, Boston College has 28 commitments. That's a lot of players.
Yeah.
No 4-star, not one 4-star.
They ranking them up though. That's okay.
They class is ranked 51 right now.
They probably because they got all them recruits. They got 28 recruits. It ain't no probably ain't that many schools that got that many already.
Yeah, they don't got no hot. They got a couple high level 3-stars. So see what they got to be like what Wake Forest does. They don't recruit well, but they develop and they hold them. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
they
they find
develop
them
them players
sleepers.
for some years. Then all of a sudden you're like, oh man, where'd he come from?
Yeah. And oh yeah, earlier we was talking about Pittsburgh. I just remember they had Kenny Pickett. That's what I was thinking about.
Ah, bad boy, not a Hall of Famer. He about to lose his backup job to Haynes
Oh yeah,
King.
yeah. Hall of Fame is nah. I just remember that he was hyped up
Yeah,
at Pittsburgh. He was one of the players. I was like, who? I was like, I know they had somebody that was a big name. But yeah, Kenny Pickett he might be on his way. I ain't gonna say out of the league, but it's gonna be rough.
yeah. If he don't secure the backup job for Carolina, you can go ahead and say you out the league, brother. It's okay.
They was talking. I remember they was talking about how little his hands was.
I didn't think it was a problem until and then he just wasn't good. So, but I
I feel
don't
like he
think
could have the biggest hands in the world. He still be trash.
I don't think it's correlated. I just think he wasn't good. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like that nigga hands could be a foot long. He'd probably be sorry as hell.
He was so hyped up his last year at Pitt too, boy.
That fake slide, boy. He was
Oh,
like,
what? I like, bro, that's cheating.
That was a disgusting play.
Look, unethical hoops.
They had to ban that. They banned that like immediately after the game.
He's like, all right, this is not happening anymore. You cannot look like you about to go down in the state up. No, sir.
Yeah, boy. Especially they don't want them to tear the quarterbacks up. Like, nah, y'all can't do that, bro. That's
All right.
crazy.
So number 6, I got DMV Mike, and you got Jeff
Yeah.
Levy. We already talked about Mike Lussie, so let's talk about Jeff Levy. What do you think going on in state out there in Starksville? Start Vegas, my bad. Start Vegas.
I just want to say, I know that they was in a rush to make a hire after Mike Leach had passed away, but bruh, Jeff Levy was never a good coach. Did,
This is
when
first, this is
when
this is first coaching job as a head coach.
but he wasn't even a good offensive coordinator.
Cause what was he's let me see all the schools he taught. I feel like he's Oklahoma and then maybe UCLA. I think he's part of Josh Heupel tree.
I know for a fact he was at Oklahoma. And that Oklahoma offense was terrible that them years when he was at Oklahoma, man. He used to be throwing all them bubble screens.
Yeah, that's but he got somebody that might be able to save his job for real. Now, these other quarterbacks these coaches relying on, I don't trust him. But Kamario Taylor, I like that guy. He got something.
That quarterback from Mississippi State.
He a
I,
dog.
I feel like I did I feel like I had heard that name too
Yeah, so he
as a
didn't.
starter.
Yeah, he didn't play too much towards, and then the end of the year they started playing him because I guess they might as well roll the young guy. We're gonna be ass anyway.
Yeah, when I saw, yeah,
And Kamario Taylor, you know what I'm saying?
when I
I
watched
think
Mississippi State, they had Shapen, the one that came there from Baylor.
Blake Shapen. Oh my god, so
Shapen,
bad.
Shapen used to play like he used to play like one of them. He played like he was in high school still, even though he was in college. He was one of
A
the
lot of
quarterbacks
quarterbacks
that just be.
they ain't getting developed, man. These quarterbacks not getting developed, dog. I don't know what's going on.
He ain't have no. He just used to run around and just throw the ball up. He was decent though because he could actually compete, but I never liked Shapen though. And then they were
Okay, yeah.
sorry when he was a quarterback.
So he was UC OC. Then he went to Ole Miss, and then he went to Oklahoma.
Ole
Then
Miss.
he took the Mississippi State job. Okay.
He
Yeah,
been at Mississippi State for a little minute. Okay, yeah.
this could be it for him. This is year 3, and but he is ascending. He started off with 2 wins last year. He had 5 wins. They went to a bowl game. If he could go bowling this year, he'll be straight.
5 wins in the bowl game. What have we done to the game that I love?
To be fair, this is Mississippi State. They
Mississippi
don't.
State. They should have never fired Dan Mullen, man.
No, they didn't fire Dan Mullen. He chose the Florida job. Florida should have
That's
fired
right.
Dan Mullen.
That's right. Never mind. Yeah,
They should have fired Joe Moorhead or what his name. The acting
that was
coach.
that was a terrible hire too, bro. That Joe Moorhead was a terrible hire too, bro. But I feel like Jeff Levy,
Nah.
they rushed. You ain't like Moorhead for real?
Let me see what he did. I feel like he wasn't bad at Mississippi State. Hold on, let me make sure. If I say something, I don't remember.
I feel like he wasn't good at all.
He went 8-5 in 2018, lost, and then 2019 he went 6-7. Another loss.
2018, but 2018 that was when they had didn't they have Jeff Simmons and Montez Sweat and all them on that team?
Who you think coached him up? That Joe Moorhead team, what?
They had a lot of people on that team, and I don't think Chris Jones. Chris Jones might have been on one of them teams too.
They had who's that quarterback they had? What they Fitzgerald or something?
Yeah, they had the one from Savannah, that tall quarterback from Savannah.
Yeah, he tried.
Fitzgerald.
Look, Mississippi State would
Fitzgerald
kill
was
for
great.
look. Mississippi State would kill for 8 wins again. They would kill
Yeah.
for 8 wins again.
If they get 8 wins, that's honestly they should be happy with a coach that can get them 8 wins. That's really what they should be. That should be their expectation every year, pretty much.
Talking about my boy Joe Moorhead, like he went out here going bowling.
Okay, they had Joe Moorhead. Didn't they have Joe Judge too?
Joe Judge was on staff. I don't think he was a head coach.
Oh yeah, I agree. They had all the coaches I never heard of.
Because the Giants decided to give Mississippi State special teams coordinator a head coach job, and I was like, "Well, what sense does that make?"
Yeah,
what type
zero
of jump
sense.
is this? Who he got pictures of? That was like, who he got pictures of?
When they hire him, like whenever sometimes to me, bro, if you a coach or a quarterback and like a team hire you or a team like let you or draft you like in the quarterback situation, bro, I should have heard of you at least like a couple times. I feel like If you like,
Man,
if you get hired to be an NFL coach, or if you get drafted in the first round as a quarterback, I need to have like heard of you, bro.
yeah, whatever happened to the build up, like the PR run? What like you would know about these coaches that's supposed to be candidates coming up?
They always have them coordinators that they be hyping up all the time. They
Right.
all the time, every year.
The Joe Judge thing came out of nowhere. I'm like,
I no
what?
nobody had ever heard of him, bro.
Yeah. And then, so we talked about Dave, we talked about Luke, but we ain't talk about Scott Satterfield and Deion Sanders.
Yeah,
I think Cincinnati tired of Scott Satterfield. I think they're ready for his ass to go get on and get out. You know what I'm saying?
that was a
First of
bad
all,
hire too.
he dry snitching on Brendan Sorsby. They can't win games for real. I think they went 6-1. They end up going 7-5. He what they call them people? He a front runner.
Yeah,
He can't hold it down when it get tough.
and I feel like they had a decent team last year too with
Look,
some of the players they had.
he was winning at Louisville. Louisville said, "Please get out of here."
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
he
So
did come from Louisville. He from
Saturday,
he was at Louisville when they played
when
Florida State.
that was Brom. You talking about the AC championship game?
Yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. You're right.
That's an underrated coach right there. Jeff Brom is an underrated coach. That boy be coaching his heart out with these teams who don't got what everybody else got.
Yeah. My thing is, but is he Brian Brown dad or brother?
Their
You
brothers,
remember,
Jeff and Brian Brom brothers.
you remember Brian Brown when he
Yeah,
used to be
Louisville quarterback. You're
he used
on
to be
him and
hyped up, bro.
but they had Harry Douglas at receiver. And who was that big running back that he's at? Wasn't he like Brian
Bush,
something?
Michael Bush.
Michael Bush. Louisville had it, boy. They
He was
had them.
found the video. There was a 5 video game team too, Louisville.
Yeah, because they got Michael Bush right there, and they had some players on defense too. They had it going for
They
them.
had Elvis Dumerville.
Petrino, shout out
Yeah,
to the Petrino was cooking, man.
and they had another tall receiver over there with Harry Douglas. I remember he was like a
Yeah,
basketball player.
he like 6'6", I think, at receiver.
Yeah,
And then
I remember.
you got little Harry coming in under the middle, getting all the other routes.
Then they
Yeah,
had a tall receiver. They used to be found on the NCAA video game, boy. I remember that.
Louisville, yeah, the Bill used to keep it cracking.
Yeah, I remember them days. But Satterfield, man, they had Cincinnati should have been. They should have definitely won probably like 9 or 10 games last year, though, just on paper.
Okay, let's say Luke Fickle get fired. You think they go hire him back?
I think they're gonna look at it though. I do think they're gonna look at it.
I think
It,
you Cincinnati, you like, hey, bro, come home,
it wouldn't
come
be
back,
bad.
come back to Ohio. We're gonna get you some money. We got NIL now. We can compete a little bit. Come back.
Yeah, I think they would. It hadn't been long enough to where it would be like a Rich Rodriguez situation to where it's like, nah, he might be washed up. They went to
Yeah,
the playoffs. What was it,
and
2021?
yeah, that sounds right. And then also it's like, who they gonna hire? Nobody trying to go to Cincinnati for real. You gonna get
Yeah,
you a coach from the MAC like they normally do? Get you one of them coaches from the MAC to take over?
yeah. Cincinnati in over their head a little bit, and it is just the Big 12, and they in over their head. So they not a.
They
It's a hard program to coach.
they need to be in a different conference. I don't know why they playing teams in Arizona and Texas and Oklahoma
They need to be in the.
and you in Ohio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that
They should just demote themselves back to the G6 and join American and dominate. And that's probably a faster route to the playoff.
this that's how they made it the first time. They wouldn't
Yeah,
have made
like
it if they was in the Big 12 that first time. I don't think.
that. I think that's a faster route to the playoff. If they said thank you, Big 12, but no thanks.
Yeah, because even in basketball, they're not even
Right.
doing good like
But
that.
but but they had to do it because they don't want to be left behind and whatever the shift is supposed to happen in whatever years. And so you want to make sure you put yourself in position to be included. So what about our favorite coach in America? He not hard to find. You gotta
my boy,
believe.
my boy, Coach Prime. I think
Yeah.
honestly, Brad, I think Coach Prime. I don't even think he really want to coach no more.
I think he obligated himself, and he got Carucci at home, man. I would not be on that field.
For real,
Get
his sons that graduated and left. He got Carucci off the field. He be having to get his toes removed and like, bro,
right. He battling cancer. He lost some toes, and
he
he
just chill
don't
out.
recruit. He don't care for recruiting.
He
and
really don't.
I think the jig is up. Like, okay, no one cares about Colorado football no more. It was a good 2 years. Now what? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like they time is up. Like they relevancy is up. He did what he was supposed to do. He put them. He showed he can put them on the map. He really don't care about recruiting. I feel like anymore. He
But they are
last year
they are recruiting better now. I guess he realized that portal stuff is coming to an end. You
he
can't
was
win that
heavy on
way.
the portal for like a good 2-3 years, bro. He was heavy on it.
At least I got my Louis with me.
Yeah.
I got my Louis with me.
How can you say this? That's what. But with Colorado, when he leave, bro, they gonna have to hit a home run on their hire after him, bro.
Because you got to get you a coach who really, I don't even know, like maybe they just make an internal hire and try to keep it going. Cause remember the OC I'm talking about, Brandon Marion. I think he could take Colorado to competitive levels because he wants to coach, he wants to recruit, he definitely want to recruit. Um, I remember Sacramento State was getting some 4 stars to come next or to commit to their school, but they just had money backing him up. Apparently, there's millionaires, billionaires in Sacramento State that want them to be good. They here
Oh, for
now.
real?
They at Mac school now because of that the money.
I heard they won AA now. Okay, so yeah,
Ain't Mike Bibby they coach for the basketball team?
Mike Bibby. I feel like Mike Bibby's the basketball, and then Deshaun is I think is the football. Deshaun Jackson.
Nah, Deshaun Jackson ain't Sacramento State coach.
You know,
He Delaware State coach.
Okay, who was somebody was at Sacramento State?
It was the OC for Colorado. That's where he came from, and then he left, and then the UCLA interim who won 2 games for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he they coach now, I believe.
Let me see. Okay. Wow. Dang. I thought I could afford Deshaun Jackson was out there, but hey, but Colorado, I feel like when he first kind of got there, he was getting he got a Jordan Seaton.
Yeah,
Le-
yeah.
2 years
He
ago, he
look
got Juju Lewis.
he would get like a 1 5-star every cycle, and that's all he cared about, getting that 1 5-star. I'm like, bruh, it's a 22 lineup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you need more. You definitely 1 5-star and like a bunch of 3 stars. That's not gonna really get it done because
Because
nowadays these
yeah,
players be leaving. These players
right.
will leave, nigga.
And most 3 stars need development for the most part, and that means they need to sit and wait. His 3 stars needed to play, so like, ooh,
Yeah, exactly. He never got an O line.
yeah.
He never got a run game.
And that's what this coach is for. They run the ball in the go offense with Brendan Marion.
They gonna have to hand that ball off, man. They can't just
Yeah, and I'm
play
not
for this whole
sold.
game.
I'm not sold. Juju is good. I think he all right. I don't know if he's good though.
He
We'll
gonna have to
see.
show it. He didn't really get an opportunity to show it last year at all.
Yeah.
And now they got Amari and Miller in there now, so he got less weapons.
Nah, they got DeAndre Moore from Texas. He there,
Oh yeah, okay.
but
I like
that's
Amari. Amari and Miller was fine. I thought. I think he gonna go crazy this year.
who got him.
Arizona State.
Ooh, okay.
I think he gonna be good. I don't know who Arizona State quarterback is really, but I
He
know they,
was
they
he
got
from
they got some receivers though.
he from Kentucky. I don't know what he did at Kentucky, but that's where he came from.
It ain't that boy Vandergriff.
Nah, it's Cutter Butler. Vandergrift retired. Ain't he a coach now already?
Vandergriff did retire. I forgot about that.
He stopped playing. I think he went straight to coaching. Like he like this ain't for me. Clearly, it's a
They
reason
thought he
for
was gonna
me.
be next after Stetson, boy.
Oh man, Brock Vandegrift.
They thought he was
Carson,
next.
Carson Beck took that job from Brock Vandegrift. Brock Vandegrift said, "I'm gonna go to Kentucky."
A
Nothing
lot
happened
of
when he
them
went to Kentucky.
exactly. Kentucky ain't do nothing. Then the Stools coach got fired. I think.
Let me see. Is Brock Vandegrift? Yeah. They got Oregon OC to be their coach now.
Yeah, that's right. And he been doing pretty good too.
Yeah, recruiting.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. I feel like in terms of getting players, he been doing all
yeah,
right.
Portland and all that. Yeah. I don't know what Brock Vandegrift does, but I know he done football. I thought he was coaching. I don't see nothing for coaching come up. Oh well.
He definitely did retire. I sure forgot.
He was done anyway. His season was over.
I'm trying to think of any. the honorable mention coaches that I was thinking about too. The Kansas coach Leipold, if they don't do good
Nah,
this year,
nah, 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 man. You got to remember where Kansas came from. He got one of them jobs where he good until it's ugly. It ain't ugly in Kansas yet. You remember
it might.
you remember what it used to look like in Kansas.
That used to be a guaranteed win for
Look,
everybody.
look, 3-9. 3-9, 2-10. That's what it used to look like in Kansas.
Bro, if they went 3-9, they actually would have had a good season back then. Like when Charlie Weiss and Turner Gill and all them was the coaches.
Oh my God, Les Miles.
Les Miles, like they was going like 1-11 and 2-10.
They was just chasing.
They was storming the court. They stormed the field when they beat a 1AA team one year.
They was just chasing names, boy. Just chasing names.
Jamar Chase almost went there too.
I remember that. They said a couple of them LSU boys almost went there.
The boys almost had Jamar Chase. That would have been crazy.
He'd have had to play both ways or something.
Man, what? Yeah, exactly. They would have had to like how Akeem Talib used to.
Akeem Talib, what a guy! What
That's
a
about the last
guy!
time Kansas ain't been really good since he was there.
That was the last good season. No, Lipo had a 9-win season not too long ago when they beat Colorado.
Yeah, that was 2023. I think
four, I believe. I think in 2024.
It was two years ago. I think these last 2 years they've been trash. I know that much.
Let me see, because their quarterback, he always do some nonsense.
He used to always get hurt, and then in the fourth quarter he used to be playing hot potato with the ball.
Let me see, 2024 Kansas. Let me put Jayhawk football, boy. They like, you talking about the basketball team, bro? I was like, no, I'm not talking about. Yeah, 2024 they was bad. They went 5-7.
They were winning all the games and losing. Then they started losing.
Yeah, they would play everyone so tight, and then down the stretch they on a little win streak, and they beat Prime them to keep them from being in the Big 12 championship game. I remember that season.
Yeah, that running back that they got. I think he played for the Saints now too. He was running all over Colorado.
Devin Neal was going crazy, dog.
Neal was fine now. That running back, he was fine. I ain't gonna lie.
Like, okay, so 2023 is when they went 9-4. Okay.
2023. Okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, maybe you know what Lance Lipo took these fools was 2-10.
Yeah, I feel like they were trending up, but bro, if they have another losing season again, if they didn't keep them, they might give him another. They might give him an extra year though.
See, I always got to ask you this question, Jorrye. Who they gonna hire? Who wants that Kansas job? You the state school, but the second school. You know what I'm saying? Like you are the University of Kansas, but when it comes to football, Kansas State is supreme over you. So
yeah, for sure. I was kind of thinking about. I was like, he might be on a hot seat, but yeah, that was the only pushback I had. Was like, look where they started though.
Yeah. Who I had people on this list before, and I cut it down. Who I had? Oh, I had Libby.
I got two people, and you gonna probably be like, dang, okay. What? Who you had? Who else you had?
I had Lebby for sure. I had Lincoln Riley. I'm trying to think who the other person I had that you got on here because I know you got similar lists. I can't think of the other person.
The only two I couldn't. Well, really, I had three, but two of them I couldn't add because they weren't. You did power. It was like a power four list.
Yeah.
So one of them was my boy Fran Brown from Syracuse.
He ain't going nowhere, boy. Because it's a Kansas situation. You won 9 games. That give you about 3 years when you're a bad school, man.
I feel like this year might be too soon to fire him too, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, and clearly they like, all right, I had no quarterback last year. I just brought in a 5-star receiver, so I'm doing something right.
Oh, they got a 5-star receiver?
He can't play this year though. He got hurt in camp.
Oh no, dang! I know they had the Angeli. I think Angeli.
Steve Angeli.
He was nice though. I ain't gonna lie.
He was cooking. And he got hurt against Clemson. That was all it took.
Yeah, when he got hurt, I feel like I didn't hear nothing else about them after that.
All right, who else you had on your potential?
They from the 2 Georgia schools. I had Dale McGee from Georgia State.
Oh, he's done.
I feel like
I
I
thought he
feel
would
like
be a good coach, bro. Because he a high school coach from here.
he was a high school coach.
I think he was coach at Carver Columbus. I could be wrong.
Oh yeah,
And
Carver
then,
Columbus they're the powerhouse kind of low key.
and then I think Kirby brought him in to be a position coach.
He was a
Then he
running
took
back
it.
coach. I thought.
Yeah, he was a running back coach. He the one that had all them like Zamir White, them, DeAndre Swift, them. Then he took the Georgia State job, and they have not done anything. And our
Man,
boy Helton gone. You know what I'm saying? We go ahead.
that was the other person, bro.
Helton
it
is
was
gone.
it was McGee and Hilton, bro. That game when they play each other this year, that might be whoever win that game is.
If they still there at the time,
Yeah, yeah.
if they still there at the time.
I think Clay Helton got a better chance, but the thing is with Georgia Southern, bro, they problem is they quarterbacks be throwing too many interceptions.
Because we not supposed to be throwing the ball.
Yeah,
We
they
supposed to be
be
pitching. We supposed to be pitching the ball and handing it off.
that's what they
And
all. I don't know
look,
why
an
they keep trying
occasional
to.
pass, an occasional pass,
They
you
like
know,
Navy and Army, bro. They need to stay with that offense the whole time.
or
The
or
advantage of
or
that is most teams don't do it.
or a version of it that's like acceptable for recruits. You know what I'm saying? You can't be going from option to air it out. You need way different players for that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's what I was thinking too. Like they need to have
But
a spread option kind of.
like what Willie had when he was here, man. Willie know what he was doing.
That was the right kind of. They haven't had the right kind of offense since he left. Honestly,
I'm trying to think, is there another coach who could be on that list that Greg Schiano could be on his way out. They ain't done nothing to Rutgers for some years now.
Greg Schiano, yeah, yeah.
Let me look at this.
He another one. They at least made a bowl game a couple years ago, but Rutgers is a hard. That's a hard school to.
It's a hard job. It's a hard job,
It's hard
man.
at football and basketball, but Ace
Nah,
Bailey.
nah. If you get Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper and don't win 25 games, you
That's what
should
I'm
get
saying.
fired.
Like
You should get
that was
fired,
that
bro.
was the only time they ever really had real good recruits, and they still were sorry.
Oh my God, that was so crazy. Crazy
I,
work.
I knew it was gonna happen like that too.
I'm trying to think. No, no, no. I think they safe.
Sure,
Safe.
Shiano is that is a good one too. Dang.
Um,
I'm trying to think of any other big schools. You think Dabo in the hot seat?
it depends how Clemson feel. Because if they want to, they can. But it's like, can we really fire the greatest coach of our time?
Yeah, that's a legendary head coach now at this point.
I'm trying to think who else I had on this list. Because there's so many new coaches now, so I can't really say that. Oh, Matt Rule. I think
Matt,
Nebraska made a mistake paying him all that money because they thought he was going to leave Penn State. You should have let him think he was going to Penn State. He ain't done nothing for y'all, boy.
Matt Rubin robbing people ever since that 1 year at Baylor. He been robbing everybody.
Yeah.
NFL, college, everybody.
They like year 3 Matt Rule. Year 3 came and went. 7 wins.
Yes, and Dylan Wright with the left. That was the whole reason they really. I feel like they kept him and gave
They,
him all that money in the first place.
yeah, they like, we got Dylan Raiola for you.
Then they fired his dad or his uncle or whoever
Yeah,
that was.
his uncle got fired. Raiola hit the portal. Both Raiolas hit the portal. Not the other one wasn't even good. He was just following Dylan.
He probably did like how Lil Romeo did with DeMar DeRozan.
Chill, bro.
They gave him a scholarship. They were like, you can get a scholarship if he come here, bro.
I'm trying to think who else is on this hot seat list.
Those my main ones. Yeah, I think those are it for me.
Yeah, everybody else seems to be safe. Maybe Matt Rule was the person I was thinking of because
That
everybody
that
else,
is a good one too, though.
everybody should be in the Power 4 level at least should be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I got, man. That's our list, man. Let's try next week to do our polls, top 25.
Okay, bet.
Yeah,
I gotta
let's
see
do
how that's
that.
gonna go because woo boy, some of these teams here, I feel like a lot of these teams that they got ranked not gonna be good, and some of them that are not ranked at all, I think are gonna be good.
Yeah,
It's gonna be interesting.
I saw the coaches poll. Some teams are way too high for my liking.
It
Because a lot
always
of
happened
people,
like that though.
a lot of people like to vote off of hype, and I'm like, nah, let's vote off what happens, like what the
Yeah,
spirit, like what you see, what you believe. Don't jump a team just because. You know what I'm saying?
that's and I feel like if they do when they do polls now, especially since they're doing a playoff, I
Yeah.
don't know how they're gonna be able to do it, but they shouldn't even have like a real steady preseason ranking until like week 3 or 4 to me.
So that's what a lot of people are saying. There shouldn't be any preseason polls until like
It,
the third week of the season.
it giving
But
teams advantages.
but you know what? You know why that won't ever happen? Because people need something. People need
Yeah,
something to talk about, need something to look at, something to attach to them. So it ain't never gonna stop. Even
yeah.
though it probably shouldn't happen officially, but
I
yeah,
definitely, I agree. I feel like they definitely gonna do it because it drive a lot of the hype. And ESPN need that hype, and,
absolutely.
and fans like to have something to brag about.
Right, like yeah, look at us, preseason ranked #1. Okay,
You get
that
on
first
Twitter,
loss, that first loss gonna hit like a ton of bricks, boy.
boy, what? I be sick, bro. Rooting for K State, bro. They lose a game in September every year, and I be sick. Even if they end the season good, I'd be like, bro, why did they have to lose early, bro?
Remember when y'all lost to Tulane?
Of course I did. Of course I remember.
I was like, oh,
I
okay.
was so I was so mad, bro. I was like, bro, how do we? And then Tulane ended up being like real good though.
Yeah, I think they ended up beating USC in the combo that year.
Yeah, that was the year when they went to the Cotton Bowl and won. But I was like, dang, when we lost that game early in the season, bro. I was sick. I was like, bro, we finna be sorry, bro. And it was an ugly game too. That's what made me
Yeah,
mad. I was like, bro, it was a terrible game to watch.
but that same year they almost beat Ole Miss with their backup quarterback. So I was like, yo, whoever Tulane coach is cooking.
Willie
After,
Fritz.
yeah, and that was Willie Fritz last year with Tulane because then he took the Houston job.
And it looked like he got Houston. A lot of people like Houston this year too, boy.
I'm one. I'm one of them. I like Houston this year.
I feel like Weigman's sorry though. But we'll see.
Yeah, Weekman is very okay, but that boy they got behind them, Kayshawn Henderson,
Yeah.
5-star,
I
legit
seen
5-star.
I seen his highlights. He do look like he's gonna be fine.
Yeah,
I think he
yeah,
might
man.
take Weigman's spot. If he do, it's gonna be ugly.
Whew, I hope Weekman hold on to the job for his sake because they ain't no more transferring for you, buddy. This is it.
Boy.
The road ends here.
For real, boy. This gotta be year 5 for him
Oh
already.
man, because he was part of the epic A&M class. The A&M class they had like 8 5-stars in it.
Yeah, that's the thing. He was hyped up.
They need to do a where are they now for that A&M what was it, class of 2022, 23 class, whatever class that was.
Was that Jimbo? That was like his last year, wasn't it?
That was Jimbo's. Yeah, that was Jimbo last year because he had that was all them freshman year. And
Yeah, I
then
feel like
like,
some of them.
bruh,
I feel like a lot of them in the league now.
Shamar Stewart, he got hurt. He played for the Bengals. Evan Stewart on Oregon, he got hurt.
He
A
did. Evan
lot of
Stewart.
them DBs gone. Walter Nolan in the league. He transferred to Ole Miss though before he went to the
Yeah.
league. But yeah, man, that was a crazy class, and then they just
All of them was
gone.
in the same recruiting class. Good
Man,
lord.
I'm about to pull it up right now, man. You think this is a game?
I
That
remember.
class.
I remember they had all them defensive ends. York. I remember York was. I feel like was on that team too.
Connor Weigman was the headliner.
Because they definitely was hyping up Wigman. I remember that too. I never believed Texas A&M like when they like Dallas,
All right,
like
let's
the
see.
Cowboys.
I think this is a 2022 class. Let's see. Am I right? Yep, here you go.
#1 in the country. Ooh,
#1
Walter.
overall rate. #1 composite. All right. Yeah. Walter Nolan. 100. 100.
That's the highest level you can be as a prospect, boy. Good lord.
Evan Stewart. Shamar Stewart. No relation. Gabriel Brownlow Dindy. I think he in the league too. LT Overton, I think he in the league. Connor
I heard
Weigman played for
it.
Houston. I don't know where Chris Marshall at. Same thing. I don't know what about Anthony Lucas. Well, you see, boy, how many 5-stars is
These is
that?
all 5 stars. Good
One,
lord.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 8 5-stars, bro.
They was going crazy. Didn't do
Uh,
nothing.
Denver Harris, I remember that name. Smoke Bowie, remember that name. PJ
Smoke Boy and
Williams,
Denver Harris definitely used to play a lot of Texas A&M.
Malik Celia, Bryce Anderson, Jacoby Matthews, Cam Dewberry, Max Johnson brother. Okay, shout out to Oconee.
Oh,
Jake Johnson.
that's his brother.
Yeah. Le'Veon Moss,
Le'Veon Moss got to be in the league by now too.
Marquise Groves Kilbrew, remember him? Donovan Green, Hunter Erb, Bobby Taylor, Noah Thomas, Theo Orstrom, Martell Harris, Ish
Noah
Harris, Jerry,
Thomas. I know Noah Thomas too.
Mark Naboo, Jaden Scarlett, Ethan McCluskey. Man. Also, so a couple transfer. Because this is like before transfer portal got crazy. You get like a couple people to come in.
We had 2 transfers. The good old days.
Yeah. But yeah, man. That's our show. We're gonna come back next week with our top 25 poll for us. What we gonna
25. Okay. Yeah, I got to make sure I do that for sure. Make sure I had that organized.
Yes, sir. I already got my list out. I'm ready. I did it once. I ain't gonna even double check it. It is what it is. If you got to double
Yeah.
check it, that means you didn't believe in it for real.
It's the preseason ranking anyway. Like, make sure your
Yeah.
shit straight and you be all right.
Yes, sir. But that's the show, man. We out of here, man. Y'all be safe out there. We got
Yeah.
football tomorrow.
Let's
Preseason
go.
football tomorrow. All right, y'all.
Full
Get out
slate, ain't
there.
it?
About 5 or 6 games, I think.
Yeah, we got a bunch of games. Okay, bet.
Yeah, the Dirty Birds play Friday. I'm going out there to see what they look like. See 2 in person.
Oh, oh Lord.
All right.
Good luck.
That's it. So we out.
Peace.